Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing great and hope you all are doing amazing and hope you guys can see my screen clearly. Okay. My name is Henry the Great. Okay. I'm a forex trader. I'm a trader. Okay. So, in this video, I will be giving you guys access to my custom indicator and template specifically for MT5 desktop version. So people that are going to enjoy this particular strategy and indicators and everything I'm going to talk about this strategy are those who are using laptop using the MT5 platform. So we're going to talk about the indicator, and then we'll talk about the strategy that is built into the indicator, and then we'll talk about entries and targets. Okay. So if you've been to my channel, you'll find out that I've been able to, I always publish videos like this. I like sharing ideas. I like contributing my ideas to the community. Okay. For free. Yeah, for absolutely free. Yes, even this indicator and the strategy, you're going to, at the end of this video, I'm also going to tell you guys how to get the indicator and the strategies and how to join our community, Signal community and everything for free. Okay. So at the end of this video, I will tell you guys how to get this indicator and everything for free. Okay. So let's get started. Now, the first thing first is the installation of the indicator and also the customization of the charts. Okay. Now, the video guide will guide you on how to do that. Okay. How to download the indicator and how to install the indicator on your trading view on your MT5 account. Sorry about that. On your MT5 account, not trading view. It is only on MT5. Yeah. For this strategy, you don't need trading view account. You don't need any other charting platform. You only need MT5 account and your pairs you are trading. Okay. You can as well use trading view if you want to look at other zones, maybe you want to look at other things, but then this is all you need. Now there are different ways you can use this indicator to trade. You can use it to confirm your zones before taking your trade. For instance, you are trading harmonics, like I trade harmonics and I trade harmonic pattern with combination of smart money concept. So I use this indicator to confirm my zones. Okay, I use the indicator to confirm my zones most of the time before I take entry. I also use the indicator as a standalone strategy. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's get it started. So the first thing is the indicator. What it's all about? It's all about plotting areas of support and resistance. It's all about plotting areas of support and resistance on the chart. Okay, so now how I've set up this indicator is very simple. Now if you right click, if you go to indicator list, you will see the indicator here. It's called Deriv Sniper Robot 5, and then you're also going to get access to other indicators because it's not only the Deriv Sniper Robot that is working here. We also have the timer, which tells you the time the candle will take to close. Okay, it is I combine all the indicators I'm using to I combine everything to one indicator. So we'll have the Deriv Sniper Robot there, then we'll have the candle timer indicator there, and then we'll have the position size indicator there. So I have everything here for you guys. Okay, so everything I have it here. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you guys how to install the indicator. So the first thing is to click on the indicator, go to properties. Okay, then go to visualization. Now the setup is only on the hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, but mostly it's going to be on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, on the 4-hour time frame. So you don't need to look at the minutes, you don't need to look at even on the weekly or monthly. It's only on the hourly time frame. Only on the hourly time frame. Okay, only on the 4-hour time frame. Only on the 4-hour time frame. If you come here, I even selected 3. It shouldn't be on 3 hours. Only on the 4-hour time frame. That is where we work. We work only on the on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, great. So you can see that I'm on the 4-hour time frame, and you can customize your of course you're going to get the templates for you to have the customization of everything. The template will give you how the whole thing works. So that is all about the indicator. They're going to have the timer here which tells you the time the candle will take to close, and then you're also going to have the position size calculator also for you to be able to calculate your loss size. If you click on it, you bring it to screen, and then you will have long. You can switch to short, and then instant can make it pending. Then you enter your entry price, your stop loss price, and then account size. Okay, the account size, you enter it here, and then you can now adjust your risk percentage based on your account size. Then to give you the loss size you're going to use to take the trade. As simple as that. So you're going to have access to all this indicator at the end of this video. So this indicator helps us to plot areas of support and resistance on the chart. Okay, you can see that this is area of resistance. That's why it was plotted. If you check in the past, you can see that this is an area of support also that price also have come to. Don't worry, we're going to talk about how to confirm these zones. You don't just take trade, you don't just buy and sell because price have come back to this indicator levels of support and resistance. You have to confirm it before you take a trade. We'll talk about that at the end of the video, okay? But you can see that these are areas of what? Support and resistance. You can see that this area price also reacted from here, then push to the upside also. These are areas in the past that price reacted, areas of support in the past that price reacted from. Okay, so as price is respecting support, is breaking resistance. That's why sometimes you're not going to see resistance until you get to these levels. Maybe you start to see levels of resistance and all of that. Okay, so if you go to other ones also, you can see these ones also is an area of what? Resistance also here that price broke out from. Okay, and you can see that in the past price also respected that area in the past. Can see also here levels of resistance in the past that price respected and push all the way down to this level of what? Support. So it helps us to plot areas of support and resistance on the chart. Okay, I think that is well explained. Now, since we have been able to understand the use of this indicator, the next thing is how do we combine this indicator? How do you use this indicator to trade? Okay, now the first thing we have to understand is that now let's talk about the types of candlestick we'll be using to confirm. Let's talk about trade confirmations. Now, let's assume that you want to price have pulled back into this level. Okay, price have pulled back into this what? Into this level. Now, there are two types of candlestick confirmations on the 4-hour time frame that we'll use to take a trade on a zone. Please listen very attentively. This area or this part is very, very, very important. Now, let's look at this trade I took on Euro JPY right now. It is a buy trade. Why did I take this buy trade? Because we have an area of what? Support. And then because I was able to see that candlestick confirmation that came on this zone, that was why I took my trade. First of all, we have an area of what? Support. Secondly, I saw the what? The candlestick pattern here, or the candlestick formation at this zone. Then I took my trade. So the second one is very, very important. The candlestick confirmation, that is what tells you whether you should buy or sell. Okay, it is very, very important that you wait for this type of candlestick confirmation. Now let's talk about the type of candlestick confirmation that we use for these zones. Okay, let me see if I can bring up this guy to screen so I can be able to show you guys how to confirm type of candlestick that we use. Okay, great. I hope you guys can see my screen right here. Okay, so let's talk about the two types of candlestick we use. Now, let's say we want to buy. Okay, now price have plotted this area of what? Support for us with candlestick. Okay, and then price have moved, start to push, and then start to push, and then start to push, and then comes into this level. Okay, now for us to buy on the 4-hour time frame, this confirmation has to be on the 4-hour time frame. So you have to wait for the 4-hour candle to close. So it's going to be 4-hour interval. So you have ample of time to wait for the candle to close. 4-hour interval. So when price drop to this level of support, which the indicator has given to you. Now there are two types of candlestick formation we want to see before we take a buy here. Okay, the same thing for sell. We are trying to sell also. Now, the first one is the one where we have candles that form here, probably another 4-hour candle come here and then close. Okay, let's say the candle close with something like this. Okay, and the next candle opens up, takes out the low of this previous candle, and then close with full body or with little wick up. But the thing is that the wick below has to be bigger than the wick what above. So when this 4-hour candle closes, we take our trade. Stop loss below this place or below the zone. It's just that simple. So now, when we see a candle that takes out the low of the previous candle and closed bullish, where the wick below is bigger than the wick above, or the wick below is bigger than the wick above, or the upside doesn't have wick at all, this is a confirmation for us to do what? To enter the buy. Now, if we're trying to also sell, let's say we have an area of resistance here, okay, and then price have come here, and then probably we'll have a candle that formed here, okay, and then we'll have another candle that formed here. These are candles, couples of candles that formed here. There has not been that type of candle. Then another candle opened here, and then what happened? It went all the way up, taking out the highs of this candle, and then closed what? Bearish, where the wick above is bigger than the wick below, and it took out the what? The highs of this candle and closed. This is a confirmation for us to do what? For us to do what? To sell. Okay, for us to do what? To sell. It is that simple. And I want you guys to, remember that, because we're going to go to the chart right now. I will also show you guys different variations of this type of candlestick formation. So that is the first one we use. Okay, we call them liquidity sweep candle. That is the first one we use. Now the second one we use is the one we have a group of candles. Okay, let's say on this zone, let me clean all of this. Let's say on this zone right now, a bearish candle came into this zone. A bearish candle did what? Came into this zone. Okay, a bearish candle came into this zone and closed this way. Okay, and another bullish candle opened up here, did not sweep the low of the previous candle. Now you're looking to do what? To buy. Okay, it didn't sweep the low of the previous candle and then ended up closing here. Okay, another candle opened up here, which is also a bullish candle. Okay, and opened up here, and then what happened? Was able to do what? Engulf this what? Bearish candle with body what? Close above. So these two candles are what? Bullish candle. Now, during this process, there should not be any form of bearish candle again inside this zone. So this is the only bearish candle we want to see. This first one here. So now, where is going to be your entry? Your stop loss is going to be below here. Now your entry is going to be at the retest of the open of this what? Bearish candle. So you draw your horizontal line across here, and then when price comes back again into this zone, you take your entry from here to the upside. This should be very simple for somebody that is trading. I want you guys to understand this. Okay, now the same thing if you're trying to do or sell, is the same thing. This is a zone that you want to sell from, and then a bullish candle came into this zone, probably closed in this form. Okay, and then another bearish candle opened up here, fell to take out the high. Of course, had it mean the bearish candle take out the high of this, would have taken an entry from here, but it did not take out the high of that candle, so it closed inside the range. Another one opened up here, and then it could be 2 or 3. Okay, and then another one opened up here and closed outside the range. So your entry is going to be from here, stop loss above here. Sometimes you can, if the range is too big, you can take your entry at the overlap between these two candles. Please, it is one thing to give you guys this information. It is another thing to follow it up the way I have explained it. It's just that simple. So your stop loss above here, and the entry could be from here or from here if you're trying to actually minimize your exposure or your loss. Okay, and then targets, we're going to talk about targets. All right, good. So we have talked about entries and the type of candles we use for this strategy. Now the next thing we're going to talk about now is our target. Now our targets are swing highs and swing lows, or where we take the trade and then all of a sudden price creates a new level of what? Support or resistance. Let's assume that this is a high, this is the last high here that price created, and we have taken our trade here based on the reversal candlestick formation that we have been able to see. Okay, so what happens here is that our ultimate target is this high that price created, or the next level of what? Resistance up. Now sometimes price could push all the way up and then all of a sudden creates fresh level of what? Resistance here. Once price does this, we close the trade. Once price does this, we do what? We close the trade and wait for another what? Opportunity. It's that simple. It's that simple. Okay. Once price does this, we close the trade and wait for another opportunity. Probably there could be an opportunity for you to sell from here. Maybe if you see that, then it's fine. You can sell from there if you see opportunity to sell. If you don't, you close the trade. But then optimal target is the next what? Level of what? Resistance or the next swing high. If you are trying to sell, it is the next what? For instance, you have a zone here and then price push all the way up here. Now target is the what? The swing low here or the next level of what? Support indicated by the indicator. So I hope you guys have been able to understand this stage very well. The installation guide for the indicator is very simple. Once you have access to the indicator, you watch the installation video, which will be attached to this video. Okay, it's just that simple. So now let's go to the chart and look at different examples of all of these things we have explained right now. Okay, good. So right here, this is Euro JPY. I took a buy this morning on Euro JPY. Why did I take this buy on Euro JPY? The reason why I took this buy on Euro JPY is because of the fact that we have a level of resistance here. Okay, we have a level of resistance here that has been indicated by the indicator for a very long time. Okay, and then price came back here again. When price came back here, I'm going to give you two templates. One is going to be named the Great FS Go Strategy. The second one is going to be named Clean. So if you can switch it back to Clean, you will see that when price came to this zone, let me switch it back again to the indicator. Great. Now when price came to this zone and tested this level of what? Support, we did not get that two type of reversal candlestick formations we discussed. We didn't get that. Let me switch it back to Clean so you can see clearly. We didn't get that. See what we got here. This one closed. This is just one candle. We did not get that. We didn't get that, right? So there was no entry here. Now, price came back again to this zone. What happened here? Look at what I told you guys. I said, look, we see groups of candle. And then what happened? I saw first of all, I saw this candle, but then this is not enough because you can see that it's a very small candle. But see the other one. This one has a very long wick. And then the wick is what? The wick below is bigger than the wick what? Above. And it took out the lows of the previous candle and closed. So it is one of our what? Candlestick formation I've discussed earlier on. So when price closed, in fact, it was about to close, it was like 5 minutes for this candle to close. And then I saw it and I took my what? Entry. So you can see where we are right now. So now there was another sell we took here on. There was another sell we took on Euro JPY. It was, I think that's, let me see if I can be able to. Yeah, look at the sell here. Look at the sell we took there. Okay. So now this sell is simple. Price gave us this area. Sometimes if you refresh, let's say you do like this and do like this, it will come back. If you refresh your chart, click on refresh. This is refresh. You will be able to see the fresh support resistance indicated by the indicator. Okay. So now price gave us that what? price gave us that this level of resistance here. Now, when price gave us this level of resistance at the close of this bearish candle, I switched it back to clean, and then I was able to see that this bearish candle took out the highs of the previous candles and closed bearish, and the wick above is bigger than the wick below. So when this candle closed, I was looking at the time. When the candle closed, I took my entry. You can see that the other candle went up, probably on the lower time. You can see that this was a true structure shift on the lower time frame. We have a market structure shift. This is sweep or liquidity, market structure shift, and then price came back and mitigated that fair value gap, and then that is just the same thing. Okay, so we are not doing anything different. We are just trying to look at everything from the higher time frame. Okay, so now what happened here? Let me just draw what happens on the lower time frame. Let me just draw what happens on the lower time frame. So on the lower time frame, this is what happens here on the lower time frame. You have something like this: sweep of liquidity, market structure shift, price came back again. That's this week you are seeing here. Now price came back again into that zone and then sold off. So we have sweep of liquidity here, which is this one here, and then we have market structure shift, which is this small candle here. Okay, and then price came back again into that fair value gap. That is this candle you are seeing here. Is that clear? Is that clear now? So instead of going down to the lower time frame, you can be able to see all of these things from the higher time frame. Hope I'm making sense. And if this video is blowing your mind, just click the like button. Click the like button. Click the like button. Hope you're getting value. So that was why I took that sell from this point. Okay, so let's switch back to our template. Now for the target, of course, I said the target is the last swing low, and we're taking a buy here because of our confirmation. The target for this buy could be here, could be here. So as price is pushing up, we'll be monitoring and seeing if we're going to get a confirmation for us to close any of these zones. But the optimal target is not even this place, it is this zone, because this is the zone that created this low. So let's see how price progresses, if this is going to hold or not, because right here we'll have this level also is a very strong zone, just a little strong zone, is a level of support that was broken. Price is coming back there again. So let's see what happens. Okay, so now this sell here, let me see if there was any confirmation for this sell. Clean. Great. Look at that candle also for that sell. You can see that this candle, the wick above is bigger than the wick below, and it closed bearish. Okay, it closed bearish, right? So your entry would have been from here, which is also valid. It is valid. Okay, so the entry is is valid. So I hope you guys are getting value from this video. So let's look at these levels in the past also. Let's look at these levels in the past. Clean. Great. So you can see that this one, there was no confirmation here, but then let me switch back again to beautiful. You can see this is, you have to wait for the candle to test the zone. It has to test the zone. It has to test the zone. So this is not confirmed. It has to test the zone. So let's look at this one right here. So you can see that there was no confirmation at all here. But then look at what happened here. Look at what happened here. Finally, price broke out of this zone, but then it is not confirmed because of this candle below. So we did not get that full bullish candle close above this range of bearish candle. Okay, so there was no confirmation on that zone. So there was no entry on that zone for us. What about this zone? Let's look at this zone. Let's look at this zone. Good. This is a good zone for us to do to buy from. Okay, price came back, took out the lows of this candle, and the wick is bigger than the wick above. Took out the lows now, and this is a level of support. So it's a good level for us to do for us to buy. You can see good level for us to buy, and target was smashed and make crazy profit. This is a strategy that you can be able to up your lot size very well. Okay, so let's look at other pairs now. This is also on this US oil. Let's look at what happened here. So I think this should bring us to the end of this video. So you can go back and then backtest this, backtest yourself and look at how all of these things plays out in the past. Okay, so let's look at this zone. This is a level of support that price came to, a good level of what support I see in the past here. So let's look at this candle here. Let's see if that candle took out the low of that bearish candle. Beautiful. So you're not even waiting for the second type of reversal candlestick, which is, of course, is the one that, because now this guy took out the low of this candle, but then the wick above is not bigger than the wick below. So you have to use discretion for this particular one because of what you can see. It has two wick below, wick above. Okay, so now this type of candlestick always wait for confirmation. This is the confirmation candle. The second candle is the confirmation candle because you can see that this one has 2 wicks. In fact, the wick above is even bigger than the wick below, but it swept the low of the previous candle. So wait for this confirmation candles to close. At this candle close, you can take your entry at this imbalance or overlap between these two candles, which price came back again. Now, when price came back again into that zone, I want you guys to watch clearly what is happening there. When price came back again into that zone, let's switch back to our stuff. You can see that it also gave us another level of support. Okay, now let's look at that bullish candle. You can see that this bullish candle took out the low of this candle and then closed. Okay, you can see that it took out the low of this candle and then closed. So at this candle close, you can take your entry. Your target is what? This swing low, and you can see that target was even smashed. Target was smashed. Now price came back again for the second time. It came back again for the second time. Let's switch back again. It came back again for the second time, for the third time also. Now let's look at that zone. And you can see that target was smashed, and it kept smashing until we were able to see this level of resistance that found. They probably have closed here. Beautiful trade. Now let's look at this zone also. Let's look at this zone when price came back here. Beautiful. At the close, you can see that this candle also took out the lows of this candle and closed. So at the close of this candle, you take your entry from here, and then your target is also the swing high. So you can see how simple and how easy for you to use this strategy and everything. So you go back and then you're able to backtest and see how these things plays out. It's just that simple. You go back and then test it out yourself. Now look at this level of resistance. Are we able to get any? And you can see that price is pushing back again to this level of support. Now at this time there was no confirmation. Now a lot of people would have taken a buy from here, but because I watched this video, you cannot be taking buy from it because this candle did not test this level of support. The candle has to touch this lines by the indicator. So let's look at this sell that happened here on US oil. Let's switch back to clean. Great. You can see that this one is the one we have the type 2 entry, where we have series of bearish candles that engulf. Right now, I say your entry will have been at the overlap between these two candles. This is where your entry will have been, and then your target is the swing low on the next level of support. So this will bring us to the end of this video, guys, on this strategy. Now the next thing is, how do I lay my hands on this indicator? How do I lay my hands on this indicator? So whenever you get an indicator, you can come back to the YouTube and watch this video. The installation video will also be posted on YouTube as well. So I'm going to post the installation. The installation video is very simple. If you are used to installing indicators on your MT5 account, it's just that simple. Once you get the file, you unzip it. After unzipping it, you go to let me see if I can even do it right here. You go to data folder. Let me see if I can do that right here. So I think this is on full screen. You go to data folder. Let me just push this a little bit here. So you go to data folder. Once you go to data folder, you open up your data folder. In just 1 minute, guys. Let me just bring this to screen. Okay, you open up your data folder. You click on MQL5. You click on MQL5, and then you click on experts. So you would delete this one, you would delete advisors, and then you copy and paste the advisors on the zip folder you downloaded and paste it here. So if you paste it here, you're going to have all the indicators, everything here. Okay. So that is that on the expert. Then you go back to indicators. You delete every indicator you have on your, just delete the indicator folder. Delete the indicator folder and copy the indicator on the zip file you downloaded and paste it here. Okay, good. And then which other one? Profile is the last one. So you come to, is it profile or yeah, you come to templates. Good. You come to templates. So under profile, you delete the template you have here, and then you paste the template that is in the zip file you downloaded. After doing that, you close. Just close it, and then you come back to you close your MT5, open up your MT5 again, and then you will see all of them. If you now right click, you'll be able to see templates. All of them will come here, and then by this side, you'll be able to see all the indicators. They will be here. All the indicators will be here for you to see. So you can now drag them to screen. So now for you to, if you want to now, for instance, let's assume that here now, let's remove the indicator here. Let's remove it. Let's click on delete. Good. So let me add it back to screen. Since I don't even need to add it again. Since I've already saved this as a template, I'll just click on templates and click on the great FS go. So it will come. So you're on the same thing. Once you click on template, it will come back. So it's just that simple. So this will bring us to the end of this video. So now, how do you get this indicator? I know you guys are waiting for me to say it. Okay, great. Now, to get this indicator is very simple. You're only going to do one thing for me, which is free. So, to get the indicator, you will send me a message on WhatsApp. Okay? You send me a message on WhatsApp or on Telegram. The link to my WhatsApp will be dropped here below the video. Send me a message that you want to get the indicator for the support and resistance strategy. Just send me a message on WhatsApp. I will tell you what to do. You'll be able to get the indicator for free. Okay? For free. So once you do that, and I've seen that you have done that, I will now send you the file for you to install the indicator and then trade with the strategy for free. What you're going to do for me will not cost you money. It will only cost you your time. So everything is free. So send me a message on WhatsApp and I'll tell you what to do to get the indicator for free. So this will bring us to the end of this video. Were you able to gain value from this video? If you're able to gain value from this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Of course, I won't even stress it more because you already need to subscribe so that when I post strategies video, you'll be able to be notified, right? So the only way you can be notified is when you subscribe to the channel. Like this video if you're able to gain value from this video. And this is all you need, though. Trust me, this is all you need. Go back and study this video again. You don't need any other thing. Go back and study this video again. Please don't complicate things for yourself. Don't overstress yourself. Follow what I have said. Don't add your own. Just follow what I have said. If the candlestick is not visible enough, you have a community you can chat. You can join our Telegram community. You can join our WhatsApp community to interact with other members. Ask them questions. Is this a confirmed zone? Is this a confirmed reversal candlestick? Ask questions, and that is the only way you can learn. So I wish you guys all the best, and this will be all for now. So send me a message to get the indicator. I love you guys, and then bye for now.